century ago, a prophet named Richter guessed wrong. He said that Providence has given to the French the empire of the land, and to the English the empire of the sea, and to the Germans the empire of the air. But Richter was wrong, because the French have lost their empire, and the Germans have lost control of the air. Temporarily to England, but eventually and permanently to the nation where air power was born. The United Pan American is busy with vital war work. Soon, Pan Am pilots will ferry bombers to the British in Africa. And equally vital in beating Hitler is Pan Am's navigation school for U.S. airmen. Bombers need navigators as well as bomb sights to hit their targets. And Pan Am is teaching thousands of Americans in both Americas the beeline geography of the Western Hemisphere. And Pan Am has linked Nome in Alaska to Buenos Aires in the Argentine, over 12,000 miles of skyways. And down in South America, Pan Am is helping the State Department squeeze out the Axis Airlines. On stratosphere, mountain hopping routes, Pan American Grace planes have networked our good neighbors. You see that majestic peak over there on the left? That's Aconcagua, 23,380 feet, tallest in the Western Hemisphere. But it's only another signpost on the all-American Skyway now. Not only has Pan Am linked the Americas, the four-engine giants Pan American has developed have spanned two oceans to link the European and Asiatic fronts of World War II. The 15-foot propellers of the Clippers have stretched Pan Am's wings over 60,000 miles of skyway, more than twice the girdle of the earth. From Lisbon in Portugal, nicknamed the escape hatch of Europe, to the Pacific, where saltwater Yankee clipper ships used to sail round the Horn in the China trade. Out there today, Pan Am pilots operate the strangest airline in the world, the Chinese National. They pray for the worst weather, and they fly only at night to dodge the Jap warplanes that pounce like hawks on anything that flies, especially if it's unarmed. When the Clippers opened the run to Singapore, the American flag was planted in a prize ring where 5 empires are about to tangle: the British, the Dutch, the French, the Japs, and the minor league American Empire in the Philippines. There is an interesting sidelight on Pan Am's Pacific pioneering. You see that island of Canton? A Pan Am survey ship raced a British warship to plant the American flag on that tiny scab of an island, essential for the Australia run. And today, though Britain and America share Canton Island, only Pan Am operates a trans-Pacific airline. And significantly, Australia's Prime Minister Menzies is closer by air to Washington than to London. London, the nerve center of the British Empire of the Seas. For 10 years, Americans have been whining that there are no new frontiers beyond the WPA signs that picketed every horizon. But the pilots of Pan American have given us new vision, lifted us over our cramped horizons. Veteran skippers of the winged Clippers, men like Captain Chili Vaughan, who was born in Tennessee but has flown more than 1 million miles.
Our pioneering flight experience across 2 oceans has made Pan American Airways a second line of defense for the Americas. But all of us look beyond the war to a time when we can get back to our peacetime job of shrinking the earth.
Here is your new frontier, youth of America. The stratosphere is your highway, and here are your wings. This is the destiny that has been ours since this pioneering nation hitched its covered wagon to the stars.